made this fuse cube and stickered it based on the concentric cube. I'm going to show you how you can create a puzzle like this, and we'll take a look at how it can be solved. If you're looking for puzzles that you've never seen before, this channel is for you. Welcome to Custom Cuber. So this story begins when I bought a bunch of these crappy cubes back when I started this channel. At that point, I thought it would be great to have a stock of really cheap cubes that I can experiment with. I did make some great sticker mods with them, and by great, I mean the ideas were pretty cool, but the final puzzles weren't really awesome because the base cubes had a lot of imperfections and they couldn't turn well. I eventually got better cubes for my projects, but I didn't want to just throw these ones away. I did want to get rid of them as fast as possible though, so that I can move on to projects with better cubes. So I decided to fuse some of them together to get rid of more crappy cubes per project. For this project, I fused 3 cubes by connecting these pieces. Because of the connections, the movements of the middle cube are unhampered, but the outer cubes have some movement limitations. I also used an acrylic marker to paint the parts that won't be covered by stickers. This covers the blemishes on the crappy cube's plastic and makes them look more even. Now, my idea for this puzzle is to expand one of my mods from before, the concentric cube. I made 2 versions of this, but I want to focus on the colored version because I don't want to solve something too difficult on a fuse cube. Plus, it looks way better than the 2-colored version. The concentric cube is built with squares and rectangles of different sizes, all fitting into the 54 facelets of a regular cube. For the fused version, we have 134 facelets, so I was excited to fit more shapes into the puzzle. I had 2 main rules for the shapes that I wanted to use. 1, I can't use the same rectangle or square size twice, and number 2, all of the sizes have to be consecutive multiples of 1, 2, and 3. So it was a matter of figuring out the combination of sizes that can be used to fit into 132 facelets. I created a simulated version of the puzzle to figure out how to fit those shapes into the cube. After some trial and error, I ended up with a good configuration that fits all of the shapes. I also made sure that no 2 colors are adjacent to one another. The next step was to lay out the stickers for printing. For this, I recycled the files from the original concentric cube, and I also used the same color scheme. Then it was time to print. This was the first time that I had to print this many stickers, but it was fun to watch the many concentric faces, concentric parts, concentric shapes start to become more concrete. Cutting came next. I remember how the Jacksepticube took so long to cut because of the smaller pieces, but this took way more time. You know what doesn't take up too much time? Clicking on the like and subscribe button down below. It will only take you a second, but it will help me create more crazy projects like this one. And if you'd like to make my puzzles on your own and try to solve them, or if you just want one for your collection, I share printable versions of my designs over on Discord, link in the description below. Attaching the stickers to the cube was slightly more challenging than usual because some faces were trickier to get into, but overall it was a therapeutic experience and it was exciting watching the puzzle come together. Because of the way the base cubes are attached to one another, it's impossible to move a piece from one cube to another. This makes this puzzle not too difficult because there's no chance of interchanging very similar pieces. Of course, solving this requires some knowledge of solving bandaged cubes, or at least some ingenuity with the movements, as some algorithms won't work, especially for the middle cube. Now, it's time to scramble this. I hope you enjoyed this puzzle. I think it's a great proof of concept for what else can be done with fused cubes. I'm not even sure if I can solve this puzzle myself, as I don't have a lot of experience with bandaged mods, but I will be uploading a video of the full solution to this puzzle, or at least of me trying to figure out how to solve it, so watch out for that. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.